Yes, it's Monday and I've just made myself a coffee and just finished logging a trade because I took a trade this morning and I got bent over with a road cone. And that's pretty much how December's going for man at the moment. L. But you know what? That's how it goes. Win here. Looking back, I did miss a couple of wins. I added in a tiny little change to my entries, just due to the fact I was trying to add a little bit more confirmation behind the getting in. And yeah, it absolutely bent me over, to be honest, because I missed quite a lot of wins on it. And yeah, it's the stuff I talk about when you change something. With the way I trade, when you change... Sorry, I don't know if that music is really loud. When you change something that is already very mechanical and you add in a little bit too much of a tweak, it can just completely derail you at the same time. So yeah, it's all good. I did a lot of journaling on the weekend. You know when you just feel like I had a bit of baggage looming. I did like 10 pages of journaling, which is my way of just like getting everything out on paper. And then I spoke to Steph about it. She's always incredible with just listening to me rant and you know, go on at stuff. She doesn't always have the answer, like she doesn't know what to say all the time, bless her, but she does always know that I'll figure it out and sort it out. And obviously these last couple of months for me have been a little bit difficult with trading. So I've had, you know, like, obviously I restarted this, but I had like an alright August, decent September. Bearing in mind this is half risk, so these are double on like prop and stuff. October was a little bit better than that. I think I missed a move on my Darwin X. November negative, -1.9, and December sat at -2. So, you know, not ideal, but also very small in the grand scheme of things. And what you've got to remember is when you zoom out in 2-3 years at this patch, you're not even going to see it. It's just going to be part of an equity curve and the compounding growth. So it's about now, you know, being locked in, staying focused. But I felt like I had a bit of baggage because I take on a lot of stuff. Even doing the vlogs and the amount of messages I receive. Obviously, I know that, you know, a lot of people are inspired by what I do and share and stuff like that. And sometimes that can, you know, if you're not trading well, it can go against you. You can be like, oh, I want to stop talking about being in drawdown, and be like, oh, I'm doing well. But at the same time, you know, I'm glad that I'm willing to talk about that stuff because I know a lot of people don't and they'll run away from it. But yeah, like I said, I did a load of journaling. Got really clear on a few things. I always find that I beat myself up a lot, feel like I'm not doing enough or not doing well enough. And then when I really reflected on how far I've come, the things that I've achieved and the things that I'm doing at, you know, 30. Yeah, I might not be a multi-millionaire, but when I thought about it, I was like, do I even want that? Is that what I want? You know, people often think like, oh, I want a Lambo, I want a private jet, I want to have all this money in the world, just do whatever I want. But then they're bored, they're depressed, they're lonely, they're sad. You know, I've got a beautiful family, making memories all the time, doing fun things. I get to do what I enjoy doing every day. Work for myself, I have my freedom. Like when you really think about it, a little drawdown period or, you know, a little bit of worry about maybe business or other diversifications in life, it's not all that. And, you know, I'm just sharing that because anybody else out there that, you know, beats himself up, gets in their head or starts to think they're not doing well enough, just look at how far you have come as an individual. There's a lot of things we see on social media that are just so skewed and they mess with our brains. And it's why it's so important that you are of a mindset where you can switch off, avoid a lot of that. And that's why I don't spend my time on Twitter anymore. I don't use TikTok. I rarely look at Instagram. I only follow people I want to follow. So I'd highly recommend this time of year, assess your social media, do a massive clear out. I do it every quarter myself where I'll just go through people that I follow, whether it's people you've followed over the years or people that are in a similar niche and you think you need to follow them. And I'll just go through and I'll filter out. And if they don't add any value to my life, it's very easy to ask if they do or don't, I just remove them. If you don't want to piss someone off, maybe it's a friend or a family member and they just always negative and you're like, fucking hell, but you don't want to, you know, remove them because they might kick off, just mute them, mute their stories, mute their posts. You'll never have to see them again. Happy days. But really focus and get granular on, you know, what do you want next year and where are you going to be next year? And, you know, those environments and those things that you see on a daily basis, they really do govern, you know, what you think, how you think, who you want to become, etc. So yeah, something I thought I'd share because as always, we keep it real and we share everything. So we'll see what happens this week. Like I said, it's quite a lot of news, but at the same time, if trades are setting up and they're not, you know, on a major news event, I'll happily trade it. We'll see how we close the week out, but this is my last week trading, and then next week will just be a chill week with the fam. I've got loads of stuff I want to do today. I've got loads of content I want to film for Discord. I want to put a load of different videos in there for them, just for over the Christmas period. And for new people, I'm also creating like a landing page and stuff, so I actually want to start pushing the Discord a bit more, just because there's so much value in it. There's nothing like it out there, and I want people to see it. I want people to understand it. So in the new year, keep your eyes peeled for that. And yeah, other than that, I'm going to have a coffee and then get cracking with the rest of my day. Just on a walk, getting my steps in. Went to M&S to get some lunch because I got no food. And now I just got home. Productive morning, getting everything done, non-negotiables ticked off. It's very windy, so I'll catch you in a bit.
Chilling, mate. Yeah.
Me and Bruno just chilling. I've been doing some reading. Just finished this book. Third time reading it, The Mountain Is You. If you've not read it, definitely recommend checking it out. Nope, you can't eat it. Got some jazz on, having some cuddles with Bruno. It's what it's all about. It's the little things, the freedom to do this. Yeah, feeling very grateful. So got the chart over here. Been watching the chart. There was a sell-off for gold. It came a little bit later on the initial sweep. Debated getting in after, but chose not to, which was the right decision, even though it worked, because it would have been more of an emotional decision based on this morning's loss. And then I'm just waiting for the kids to get back and going to make some dinner and then chill out. Productive Monday, everything ticked off. So, yeah, I'm going to pick this up in the morning. Good morning, little muffin. Did you see what the elves did? Did you try blowing bubbles? Here's the elves. They look like they made some kind of secret potion. And it says, let's make bubbles together.
When Kira tried it, the bubbles was all over the place.
You want to get involved too? Come on, mate. Yeah, man. What? This can overflow. There's people, just got off a one-to-one call. Remember last month I said there's one of the guys in the Discord that wanted to do it. I don't normally do one-to-one calls, but he's really, really motivated. He's been trading the new edge that I put in. Like I did a basic hedge for the Discord for a few people that didn't have an edge. And he took it upon himself to go and get all the data, build out spreadsheets. We were just going through it all. And it's sick to see. He sounds better. He sounds more confident. He's locked in, ready for the new year. And, you know, what's fascinating is, big ups to him, is like he actually did something different as opposed to always doing the same thing on repeat, expecting a different outcome. He identified his edge wasn't working. He'd shown that to himself over the year of trading it. And rather than having an ego and not making a change, he decided to make a change, which has now led to him stumbling upon this, which has now improved his results tenfold. And I'm just looking forward to seeing what he does in the new year. So, yeah, big ups to him. And it was nice to do a one-to-one. I haven't done them in a long time, and it's just nice to see the value people get. It's exactly why I do all this. I just want to see people win. I want to see people succeed in a space that is full of shit. And if me, you know, taking my time out to help people is going to do that, then unreal stuff. But yeah, I'm actually a little bit behind on my day now because it went over a little bit, but it's fine. So I'm going to go for a walk, get my steps in. I'm also in London tomorrow, so I've got a crazy busy week, but we'll get shit done. Main thing now is non-negotiable, so I'm going to do that. Mate, what a disaster this is. Imagine eating this. It's got chocolate, sprinkles, sugar, some sort of Halloween mixture, and honey. £10 for someone to eat it. Right, it's Wednesday. Just got back from walking Bruno, got back from the gym. I'm gonna make lunch for the little one, get showered, get ready, and I'll pick this up in a bit. So I just finished sending a voice note to the Telegram chat. Yesterday I put a couple of polls in there. I was just curious. I wanted to see a few things. So I did one where it was, are you using Darwin X? And 54% of you said no, which is kind of nuts, you know, because it's such a sick offering. And with the things they've got and the things they've got coming out, it blows my mind that people won't spend 30 quid a month on it and think long term, especially when one of the questions I asked was, why do you trade? And 79% of people said they focused on long-term growth. So I'm like, huh? Why are you not on it then? And I get it. Like, you might not understand it because a lot of people said they did it. Don't sleep on it. I can't explain enough how powerful it's going to be. And I'm telling you, in a year's time, you're going to be like, oh, wish I did it. New Year's coming. All these things, the reason I'm asking these questions is to make sure we've all got plans of attack and actionable steps to move forward. And also, I asked about trading personal capital. And to be fair, 35% of you said yes. 38% you don't have enough capital, which is understandable. You can obviously use props for this, and this is why I always say when you're getting paid from a prop, you need to have a plan of what you do with it. Too many people get paid from a prop, and they just spunk all the money up the wall and spend it on dumb shit, and it's like, why? Like, what are you doing? This is a business, and it feels like people don't treat trading as a business. They treat it as just some fucking bullshit game, and then if it doesn't work, they just bash it, and it's got a real negative connotation. And I get it, because there's a lot of idiots in the space, right? And, you know, someone said to me the other day, like, do you trade anymore, or are you just a Discord trader? And it's kind of like, it didn't frustrate me because, not in a horrible way, nothing someone says is going to frustrate me because I know what I do. But I kind of was like, really? I've vlogged for 56 weeks now, every week, sharing every single day, sharing failures, low points, losing business, like losing the most money I've ever lost. Like, I shared it all, and you still have that thought. What? Like, I don't understand. Like, and if that's what you think, that's what you think, you know? And if you don't like what I share and what I'm about, then cool. Like, I'm not going to stop talking about it because it's what I do. And if you think I live from a Discord that generates me not enough to pay for my car a month, you clearly don't understand, like, the UK and living and my life, which is okay. Like, I get it. Some people project their own insecurities on others, and maybe I'm the target that day. And I don't take it personally. The reason I'm sharing it is because, like, I really want to highlight, I do this YouTube thing and started this YouTube ting like 3, maybe 4 years ago now, and I've learned so much along the way, and I'm still learning now. And I believe after all these years, I still truly believe, like, you're never going to be the finished article in trading. And if you think you are, then you're arrogant and you're going to get caught out, because systems change, edges change, things need adapting, things need improving, market conditions are different. There's always new things happening in the world. And I think you have to be able to sort of respond to that accordingly. And it takes a hell of a lot. And I used to get frustrated when that happened. I used to be like, oh my God, this is never going to work. And then when I adopted a different perspective and mindset around things, I saw more success. And look, this year's been difficult for me in terms of trading in general. It's been hard. It's probably been like the lowest monetary year in terms of trading, the business, the losses of the business, everything in general. But to be honest, it's been the biggest breakthrough year. Like, I've learned so much about myself. I've improved in my own areas tenfold compared to where I once was. And it's like, I clearly needed to go through that for the next step and the next phase. And sometimes life's got a weird way of sending you backwards before it sends you forwards. So look, I get it. People have their observations. People assume nowadays that it's all fake and it's not real, but that's a you issue, and you can't project that onto everyone, and you can't assume that everybody falls under the same hat because they're a trader. There's times where I don't like to talk about being a trader. There's times where I don't want to even mention that I trade, because there's a weird stigma around being a trader. And it's horrible, to be honest. But at the same time, I then get comments and messages from you guys and girls that, watch every week, or they'll email me just saying, I did this because of you. This helped me. Thank you so much. Keep going. And that's what pushes me to keep making the content. As well as, what I love about it is I've been able to look back at my own growth. But knowing that it makes a difference to just one person is why I do it. The amount of vulnerability I've shown online, come on, man, give me some more respect. Do you know what I mean? But anyway.
Bro, it's unreal, I'm telling you now.
Got yourself down to the Rudy's. Honestly, it's the best pizza I've ever eaten. It's unbelievable. This place is called James Smith's near Covent Garden, and honestly, some unbelievable umbrellas. They make them all in-house. They've got a workshop downstairs. And some really, really nice stuff. Really, really nice place. Proper like gentleman's vibe.
I didn't vlog much today, which was pretty poor for me, but I did take a trade, which I'll talk about tomorrow. Which was a nice win. Just looking at it now, it ran 1-20. Imagine catching that bad boy. But again, hindsight. We just finished watching a film called Carry On. It's a new one on Netflix. Definitely check it out if you like films. It's worth a watch. I give it a decent... Bruno, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? I'd give it a decent score. So yeah, I'm going to head to bed, but just wanted to kind of like close Wednesday a little bit, because I feel like today I didn't really give much context. And I'll pick this up in the morning.
Morning, people. How's it going? It is Thursday. I am just finished going over the year and some bits and bobs. Got a haircut in a bit. I'm waiting for Steph to get back, get the Christmas cut done, because microphone life is not the one. Sorry. Sneezing in the end. Wow. But yeah, I hope you're all well. So yes, I didn't do much vlogging. Like I said, I was just in the moment. I'm really trying to make sure I am, but I will get better at doing things in the new year with the vlogs. I also want to ask you guys and girls, like, how are you finding the vlogs? Are you enjoying the vlogs? Is the vlog something you want to continue to see? Do you want to see more of something? Obviously, like I've expressed before, I really enjoy doing them. I'm just conscious of some weeks they can be quite similar. I mean, again, that's me just reaffirming to you that, doing the same thing on repeat is important. But yeah, is there anything else you want to see? I don't really miss the sit-down videos. I know they got more views and they were powerful, but yeah, let me know. I tried to look at it yesterday. So I got in it in the morning. Fat sell-off, mate. My actual overall target was here. I don't know if you can see that green line. I'll show you on the daily in a minute. But yeah, got in this yesterday. I've been looking for shorts all week. I got unlucky on Monday here. A little bit too soon. Then it set up. Didn't let me in any of the other days. And then yesterday let me in. Sat in drawdown for a couple of hours, to be honest. And then it started to go. Held through building permits. I just don't feel like that's a major event. And then, yeah, off we went. Happy days. It still hasn't got me out of drawdown, because I was in drawdown from November, and then I took 3 or 4 losses in December, and I missed a couple of wins. I'm still in drawdown, which, it's probably how I'm going to end the year, and it is what it is. Like, I'm not dwelling on it, not deep in it. It's real trading. I'm sharing the realities. Like I say, I've had a tough year, but a good year at the same time. I've learned a lot about myself, about my system. Again, this is an edge that I'm building from scratch. It takes time, it takes trial, it takes error. You can't expect it to be perfect straight away. And like I always say, I think trading overall is a case of constantly learning to respond to what the market's showing us. I think too many people, and myself included back in the day, thought that once you got one system, repeat it forever, job done. but it's not quite like that. As the markets develop, as the economies change, things change. And sometimes what worked before might not work as well now, and you do have to improvise and add and adapt, and it's a skill to be able to do that, and I don't think that's taught enough either. But yeah, that trade, the reason I want to talk about it as well is like, obviously it ran 21% at its peak, and that's hindsight, right? And that's where perfection exists, and you know, ultimately we're never gonna know that until after. It's very well in the moment going, oh yeah, but you were targeting that low, and yeah, I was, but again, on some props now you can't hold through major news, or you can, but you can't close either side, and if it went the other way, you'd be blowing your account. So it's more of a, I'd hold on my personal or on Darwin X, but I've been looking at trailing for quite a while, trying to get it right. Looking at that yesterday, to be honest, I think I probably would have got wicked out, even if I did trail it before the drop. So again, I'm not going to get like, oh, I should be in it, but what I want to share is like, a lot of people now will be like, oh, I should have been in that, I fumbled the bag, how did I not hold it, I should have done this, I should have done that, and you start creating this stupid scenario in your head and you plant a seed. I finished doing my end of year review this week as well. You know, I've had like a 43% year, which I'll take, man. Like, it's not been the best year for me in terms of financial or RR or anything like that, but it's been phenomenal in the memories that I've made, the growth that I've had, the lessons I've learned, the people I've got rid of. Like, I've just feel like I've elevated to another level. And these years happen, they're just like certain years where not like you've had a break or you've taken time off, because I've done everything. I feel fitter than I've ever felt, I look better than I've ever felt, like, I feel great. It's just maybe from if you were only scoring yourself on how much money did you make or how much, you know, RR did you return, you could go, oh, it's not been as good, and but I don't care about that. I don't judge myself on that. I'm not chasing that. I'm chasing how am I performing as a whole, and how do I actually feel mentally, how do I feel from a health standpoint, what have I done with the family and the memories that I've created. And you know, I've been really reflecting on a lot of stuff, and I've had a fucking fantastic year. So yeah, I just want to say, like, you know, shout out to everyone that's been a part of the ride this year and watched the vlogs and supported the vlogs. It's sick, and you know, and knowing that it's helped so many of you, it's exactly why I do them. So yeah, big up to yourselves. And remember, if you haven't had the most phenomenal year from a risk reward standpoint, you've only got to look at things like the S&P, certain indexes, you know, and like be like, well, actually, I've done all right, you know. And if you go on Darwin X and you look at some of the best performers on there overall across like sort of 8-9 years, some of them have had like a 3% year. Do you know what I mean? Like, it happens. It's part and parcel. And I think if you can really push through that and you can deal with that in the moment, then the growth coming is just going to be phenomenal. So I'm buzzing for 2025. I really can't wait for it. Make sure you have reviewed your year. You have like really deep, like I've gone through all my journals, 5 journals, gone through all of them, reviewed how I spoke to myself, doing everything every day, reaffirming my gratitude, proving to myself I got an abundance mindset as opposed to a lack mindset, loads of different stuff, and I just feel really good. Oh, haircut done, milk secured, because I went to have a coffee and I got no milk, which is a disaster. Feeling good, got that done, and now I need to go to Curry's or somewhere like that. I need to try and buy a steamer because I need it now. Thank you, have a good day.
Sir.
Cheers. It's lunchtime. Right, this was what I needed the steamer for. So I'm recording some content for the Discord. I thought I'd whip out the mic, thought I'd do it all bougie in that. A little bit creased, not ideal, but we're rolling with it. It's Friday. I don't know if I've introed Friday yet. I don't think I did. I can't remember. Been a crazy day. I did so much filming yesterday, my head went pop. So yesterday as well, I'm filming on my phone, by the way, because my camera's dead. Absolutely finito. So apologies if the quality's not the best or the audio's not the best. Yesterday, I got absolutely sent on this position. I got wicked out and then it absolutely died and ran to TP, which is kind of frustrating, but it's the way it goes. And I'm currently in this. This will be the last trade for me of the year. So of course, it would be beautiful if it could run to TP. This is for BE. And then I'm probably looking to take out the low. I've got a really busy day. I've spent all my morning editing those videos. My brain's fried, but I've got stuff to do. We've got to crack on. It's all about having clarity amongst the chaos. The kids finish school in like an hour and a half. So I need to go for my walk, get my steps in. Me and Steph need to pop to the shop. Then Steph's getting the kids from school. They're going to the cinema and then with their friends and stuff. I've got quite a lot of other stuff I want to catch up on this afternoon. My plan is to finish for the week. Finish for Christmas today, which is why this week's been so manic. I've got a couple of bits I still want to tick off. I might do a few bits on Sunday, but ultimately next week I want to have it off. I'll still be vlogging, by the way, so there will be a vlog the week after. It's just I'm going to try and vlog more of the family stuff, the memories, the fun. I want to just have a dabble at, like I say, I'm more than just a trader, right? So yeah, watch it, tune into it, it'll be great. But I just want to say, from my family to yours, have a fantastic Christmas. Obviously I won't speak to you all until after Christmas now, so have a wonderful time, make loads of memories, enjoy yourselves, don't undo all your habits, don't stop doing all the non-negotiables, just pick a few and get them done. It's really important. And yeah, without further ado, I will catch you all after Christmas next week. So have a fantastic week and I'll catch you in a bit. Peace and love, gang.